Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay, a little bit of UAE-based news, especially the stuff that they don't mention in UAE. Okay, it's a rarity nowadays. Nowadays, there's no big mega project. There is no city, but there's NFT. But now, finally, we got some nice juicy gossip. And what is it? This is from Daily Mail Online. I don't know if the article is available in UAE. I'll put the link down below. It says money laundering kingpin who got Kim Kardashian lookalike and 35 others to fly more than 100 million pounds. Is that pounds? Yeah, pounds cash from Heathrow to Dubai is jailed for more than 9 years. Okay, so it says Emirati national, which is a very rare thing. They normally Emiratis are nice guys. Okay, they have their imperfections, but they are not into smuggling or into anything bad. Yes, there are Emiratis who are addicted to drugs, and I've actually seen with my eyes a guy in Ajman when me and one guy were walking. He was a CEO of a company. We were just walking and we were talking of a brand deal. We saw this car, and we saw two Emiratis were walking from the other side. Looked like young boys, and I just looked at them. I said, "Hi, how are you?" They said, "Hi." And then after we saw a car which was open. The lights were on, the above lights, and this guy was just like this. And we went there, and I'm like, "What the hell happened to this guy?" And we were just looking like he was like this. And immediately these two guys who were walking, they just came running, and they went and they checked on him and all that. And then we realized these two guys were plainclothes CID. Okay, Criminal Investigation Department. Even though they're young, they were actually CID, and immediately they pulled out the walkie-talkie, and we were like, okay, we better move away. This is like a crime scene. So it was obvious that this guy had taken a drug overdose. Okay, so Emiratis, they might be addicted to drugs or sex. They might be addicted to, just the basic qualms. But you never hear of an Emirati like a guy who is like wanted. Okay, unless it's someone who has been appointed by the powers that can be to do something. So this was a rarity. Now this guy, Emirati national Abdulla Alfalasi, 47, recruited dozens of couriers to fly suitcases. They included a lookalike of Tara Hanlon, 31, I don't know, maybe a superstar or something, who was jailed for 3 years. She was caught taking 2 million pounds while the ringleader smuggled 100 million pounds. Al-Falasi was arrested smuggling more than 100 million in dirty cash to Dubai. The father of 6 called an idiot by his lawyer. Called by an idiot by his lawyers, jailed for 9 years and 7 months. Only? Che, what a discount. Okay, anyway. So I'll put the link below. A nice article. It says the kingpin who smuggled more than 100 million pounds of dirty cash out of Heathrow to Dubai has been jailed for more than 9 years in the biggest money laundering case of a kind. So it's a rarity that, as it is a rarity, an Emirati doing it, and even more rare, they're getting caught doing it. Okay. So it seems that this guy, Abdulla Alfalasi, wanted a jet-setting lifestyle, including the party-loving Kim Kardashian lookalike Tara Hanlon, to fly suitcases stuffed with banknotes out on UAE on business class. The 47-year-old, whose own lawyer branded him as a useful idiot, I don't know why is he branding him like that, paid mules. Mules are people who transport this stuff. See, little bit of stuff. Okay, 3,000 pounds and 8,000 pounds, depending on how much cash they're smuggling, carrying up to 500,000 pounds in each suitcase, packed with coffee grounds of air fresheners in a bid to fool sniffer dogs. They would use Al-Falasi's firm Omnivest Gold Trading, what a nice name, to cover the cash declarations on arrival. For a total of 83 trips, the group took at least 10% cut from their money smuggled. So in between, they must have made an excess of 12 million. It all came to a head when recruiting consultant Hanlon was stopped at Heathrow Airport carrying a luggage of weights of banknotes and vacuum-packed bags totaling 1.9 million pounds. The father of 6 was arrested at an affluent Belgravia and used an Arabic interpreter upon hearing, was jailed for 9 years and 7 months. Nice, pretty girl. Yeah, you can check the article. Oh, lots of cash. Oof. Money is magic. Yeah. And they even show a photograph of the suitcase. And they show Al-Falasi and his beautiful girl. Okay, both of them. Where are they jailed? Are they jailed in Dubai or are they jailed? Okay, they were jailed. Hanlon was jailed for 2 years, has already smuggled 3.5 million in 5 suitcases, different trips, when the border officers stopped her in October 2020. Okay. Expenses included business class tickets that increased their baggage allowance and allowed check-in more closely to departure time, thus decreasing the chances of being checked by security. Okay, so overall, it seems that these guys got arrested, and this was not only put in, some of you don't like Daily Mail online. This was also put in Bloomberg. The link is down below. And Bloomberg, the title is Useful, Useful Idiot Jailed Over London Dubai Cash Smuggling. Okay, so he made 83 trips. You know what amazes me is, one is the level of intelligence to actually smuggle this time after time. But then what happens is, once you start getting successful, you start thinking you're invincible. You think you can keep doing it again and again. You really need to have nerves of steel. I mean, if you were to do a small thing that is illegal, it takes a lot. Like for me, if anyone were to ask me to do even a small thing illegal, I really would be scared. I'm telling you, I don't have hair, but my hair would fall off. Okay. So this guy, he did, and he got arrested. Police arrested Emirati in an apartment belonging to his wife in London's upmarket Mayfair district. Last year, Al-Falasi offered a money laundering service to criminal organizations both in UK and European countries. He's a useful idiot in a way. Adrian Shire. Okay, Al-Falasi's lawyer said, unquote, the people behind the operations have found someone willing to stick their heads above the parapet. He has done something very bad and something very stupid, and he is the one who finds himself in court saddled with implications of £100 million. The money, believed to be profits from drug sales, were converted to dirhams in Dubai. I told you, in Dubai, you can bring any amount of money. Nobody's going to question you. Cash is the lifeblood of organized crime groups, which they reinvest into activities such as drug trafficking, which fuel violence around the world, said Ian Thurby. See, according to me, this is my simple little logic. When they get all these black money or dirty money, as they call it, the reason why they bring it to Dubai is very simple. You can convert it to a legit business. Like right now, cryptocurrency, what is happening is people are investing, NFT and this and nobody is asking from where did you get the money. Oh, he bought a cryptocurrency. And if you sell it for a profit, there you can claim this is legit. So it's called converting black money to white, or illegal money to legal money, or dirty money to clean money, whatever phrase you want to use. So this is what businesses, people who are into these kind of businesses do. In fact, I remember, I had a conversation with one ex-hitman who was working for a crime syndicate. He was jailed, and after he got released, he decided to change his life, whatever. He had taken my personal branding services some time ago. Out of curiosity, I asked him. And yeah, obviously, how did I know that? Because he told me he was jailed before. Because I asked him on his resume profile, why is it empty? So he told me explicitly, which was shocking. He said, I was jailed. And I said, why were you jailed? He said, I was doing drugs and this and that. In abroad, let's say in UK, Europe and all that, the punishment is actually much more lighter than if you would commit a crime, let's say in a third world country. Like, for example, just Google search in Thailand. If you're caught with drugs, it is one of the most horrific punishments you'll ever endure. Just Google search the Tiger prison, White Hilton or something. I can't get the exact name. It's so horrific that, if you were to read how these people were treated, nobody in their right mind would ever think of committing a crime. So there in the West, they give you a nice little, human rights, and they give you a nice place, and they treat you like humane. They give you decent food. Here they give you rotting food. Here they give you water which is like sewage. You have to shit openly, and it's unbelievable. Anyway, so all I'm saying is, most of the people, what they tend to do is, if they break the law, they're just hoping for a light punishment. But one thing what I have to admire about this guy is he really had the guts, the absolute guts to do this 83 times. But eventually, I guess because he got overly confident, he got caught. And now his life is going to be 9 years in jail. But I can assure you this much, that given the fact that he's jailed, once he comes back to UAE, it's not going to be like he's going to be like a king. It's going to be tough because they will keep an eye on him. Once you have a criminal record, it's always going to follow you no matter where you are. By the way, one funny thing is uh, at the end of this article from Daily Mail, he says that he has done something very bad, very stupid. Okay, you have used your network well of 36 hire couriers, giving them money. He's a devoted family man. I don't doubt that. Just because he has done something bad doesn't mean he doesn't care about his family. Your name is all over the documents. Those are a hazard of crime. When you're involved in a way, it's very difficult to conceal yourself. Referring to Al-Falasi's relatives, Judge David said, the horrible tragedy is those ripples affect those people, which is very true. Your behavior affects those people, means people you love, your family. And finally, Al-Falasi prayed in his cell before he was jailed. Well, hope God heard your prayers. That's all I can say. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. Because honestly speaking, as far as I know, given as it is, Emirati's population is so less, I don't think there are very many who would want to go into a life of crime like this. I'm not saying maybe he's a bad guy, maybe he got a bad deal or bad, options and he chose it. But it's very rare Emiratis do criminal activities of this sort. It's not that they are saints. It's not that I've not seen horrific videos of them doing really bad things. But like I said, when they do get caught, it gives all the Emiratis a bad name. That is why, if you remember, there were a couple of Emiratis who were partying in London, young Emiratis who were racing with their cars from Dubai and showing off and bragging. And Sheikh Mohammed immediately said, these people have to be, they have to be punished. So UAE is very particular, especially Dubai, of their name and reputation. So this, anyway, doesn't sound very good. I just hope, he changes his life, if that is a worthwhile wish. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. This is me saying bye.